Mystra's Glen Cryptid Club archives overflow with mysteries, evidence that demands scrutiny, questions that refuse easy answers. Are these accounts natural or supernatural? Only by facing the unknown can we uncover the truth. This is Mystra's Glen Cryptid Club archives.
I just watched your soul fall out of your body, Herb.
Right out my little tushy with a couple turtle pellets.
Yeah, what happened, man?
I've been working really hard. I'm entering the chili contest this year at the festival, and so I've been burning the candle at both ends, making sure I've got very solid entries into all the categories.
If you're eating a lot of chili and you're burning the candle at both ends, just make sure that candle's not too close to one of those ends.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fun and games until you blow your bathroom up.
Good thing you don't wear the pants.
Yeah, it's a good thing I don't wear clothes because things get a little crazy during chili season. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
A lot of beans.
I do like beans, though. Sometimes I just stop and think about beans.
Speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spill the beans on which cryptid I've brought today for us to talk about.
Oh, sorry. Before you jump on in there, we should say hey to everybody. Welcome to the Mystra's Glen Cryptid Club archives. That's pretty much all we have to say. I'm Bud.
I'm Herb.
So, Herb, you got a cryptid for me today.
I do.
One that you think that I have possibly not heard of, and we're going to examine the evidence we have here in the archives to see if there's any merit to it, if it is a cryptid or perhaps just a hoax.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait. I'm excited because, we know a lot of cryptids. There aren't many that I don't know.
I know, this is a new one to me as well, and we'll get into why, I think.
Okay.
So this cryptid is called Not Deer.
What?
First of all, I think it could use a rebranding.
Not deer.
Not Deer.
It's not deer, but it could be literally anything else.
Which is why I'm saying it needs a rebrand, okay? Because as we dive in, you'll see that it's a deer, but it's not a deer. And that's why they call it Not Deer, but in the common language, that means it's literally anything else. It's just not catchy.
Okay, not deer.
Can't get over it, can you? We haven't even dived in yet.
I know, I'm having trouble getting past this because the thing is, it just sounds like lazy, I can't even call it branding, just naming.
Right.
Like whoever saw this Not Deer in the wild, they basically just went like, what is that? I don't know. Oh, it's not a deer.
Right.
And that was how he got his name.
Exactly. That's exactly right, bud.
Oh,
that's exactly right.
Man, what's wrong with people today?
Just, unoriginal. Unless it's supposed to be like some sort of irony thing that I don't get, which is possible.
Yeah.
A little background on what Not Deer is.
So this is a group of cryptids, not like a smiling
not a
man,
singular.
which is like a guy.
Right. It's not like the Smiling Man, which is just a dude. This is a potentially species.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Multiples. Now, they are primarily sighted here in the Verdant Valley, and they're characterized as, surprise, surprise, looking like a normal deer at first.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
they display strange behavior and an uncanny anatomy when you look a little closer.
Oh.
It's like, those puzzles or like those pictures where if you stare at it long enough, suddenly you see something else.
Oh, like the Magic Eye posters?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love those.
It's like that, but deer.
I'll stare at those forever.
Take that experience and put it in the real world, in the wild, and that's not deer.
Okay, so you're just staring at it.
Yeah.
And so your eyes could literally just be playing tricks on you, like you stare at something too long.
Yeah.
And it's actually a totally normal deer. You've just made the mistake of staring at something for too long.
I mean, it's possible. It's like when you're talking and suddenly a word sounds weird, even though you use that word all the time. It's kind of like that phenomenon, maybe.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing. So many people have trouble articulating what's wrong with the deer
Yeah.
Beyond the fact that they know that something is just wrong. Like, something looks off.
Okay. Like what?
A lot of people report that maybe they have a feeling of dread that surrounds them when they see these. It could also be potentially that maybe their eyes are off. It could be that they have like weird limbs, like joints that are going in the wrong direction than a deer normally would have. Maybe their limbs are a little bit too long. It could be that that like maybe their eyes are facing the wrong direction, like they're on the front of the face instead of on the side of the face.
It's just basically like people are looking, oh, it's a deer. Oh, no, never mind, it's AI Slop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's arcane intelligence generated Slop.
Slop. It's taking over, man. It's going to take all our jobs.
Here's a couple of very interesting encounters. The first of which being from someone who describes shooting a doe. They were out hunting. Maybe they're a ranger or something. I'm not sure. They were out hunting and shot a doe from their hunting blind and walked up to the dying deer. But as he approached, he said he was overtaken by an apprehension and a paranoia, saying, I didn't know who I was. Everything seemed new, and I felt like I became the deer. This hallucination-like state stopped as soon as the hunter killed the deer by driving a knife into its heart.
Damn. There's a couple of different things this could be. So the not deer put some kind of psychic wham jam on him to try to keep him from delivering the killing blow, the coup de grace, but in a really weird way to like make him think that he was the deer, which is he's actively trying to kill the deer. So was it like, hey, I need for you to empathize with me because I'm laying here bleeding out on the ground? It's just a weird tactic, right?
Now, I know that this is a little left field, okay?
Uh-oh. It's left field for you, Herb. Oh, my God. This is going to be good.
This is wild, okay? Because, again, we're going off just a small anecdote. But what if, okay? What if this deer, in its last living breath, whatever psychic entity it was attempting to body snatch the hunter and put him in the deer that died and take the hunter's body?
Like a Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's actually not as far out there as I thought you were going to go. I wasn't sure where you were going to go, but that was kind of tame. Honestly.
Because it kind of makes sense, right? Like, he said he felt like he was the deer. He didn't know who he was. Everything felt new. So maybe he was, like, being Freaky Friday, body swapped into this deer while the entity was going to take over the hunter's body.
Yeah, that would be scary as hell. And then the not deer / not person now delivers the coup de grace.
Yeah.
And eats your ass for dinner. Has a nice venison stew.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, wait. Philosophical question for you here, bud.
Yeah.
Would it be cannibalism if you body swapped with someone, killed your former body, and then, so like, say for example me, right? I'm a turtle folk. What if I body swapped with someone and then I killed my former body with the new person's soul inside, and then I made a turtle stew? Is that auto-cannibalism?
There's many shades of gray, I think, in this argument or idea. I don't know, let's try to body swap maybe.
Okay.
With somebody and then kill him and eat him.
Cool.
I don't actually want to kill my own body, though.
Now, I actually kind of like my body.
Yeah.
I've got a garden on my shell, super convenient.
Here's what we do. We'll body swap with one person, and then we body swap with another person. And then we eat that person, and then we body swap back into our regular bodies.
Okay, sounds good. We'll give it a shot. I do have another theory, which I will share with you at the end, because I think it explains everything. I have one more anecdote. It's a little longer, but I think this is a good one that sums up the not deer cryptid as a whole.
Okay.
This is by someone who goes by the Storm Brewer. Very cool pseudonym. This experience happened to me while camping in the wilderness near the Moonfall border. Two friends and myself were sitting around the campfire. We were camped on a large flat about midway up the mountain we were hiking. All of a sudden, we heard a strange screaming noise. The screams were shrill and came in consecutive 1 to 2 second bursts. And then in this written out description, they say, here's my attempt at describing the noise, okay? And I'm going to do my best to interpret what he has written, okay?
Oh, good. I can't wait for this.
All right! 1 second beat. All right! 1 second beat. And then a final, all right! So yeah, that's my best interpretation of what they've written out. Hopefully that is close to what he encountered.
I mean, I don't know. Anecdotal sounds. I mean, gosh, a lot of things could be there could be something dying out in the woods going, oh, God! Right?
It's true. However, it gets weirder. He says that the noise kept getting closer, and they could see an animal coming towards them, like straight at them, up a fairly steep grade of the mountain and at a fast pace. That's creepy. At night? Whew, just seeing something coming up at like a 45-degree angle on a mountain? No thank you.
Oh, in the dark? Someone's just rocking it like they obviously ain't no never mind for them. They can just book it through the trees and stuff in the dark. No.
No.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yep. He said that he would clock the speed at 25 miles per hour easily.
Wow.
That's fast.
That's pretty fast. Yeah.
They said that they took position to try to maybe defend their space because it was coming straight towards their campsite. But what they saw next was not a predator. It was a deer, bounding in huge leaps, screaming entirely on its hind legs. The deer was hopping like a pogo stick with its 4 legs held in front of it. The look of pure terror in its eyes reflected in the firelight will haunt him forever, he says.
Why was the not deer afraid? What was it afraid of?
The other one and the other anecdote seemed to be potentially afraid too when he was getting swapped out. It definitely feels like some sort of husk that absorbs other consciousness or something.
Or just a species of beings with anxiety disorder.
Maybe. I mean, maybe these not deer are just deer with GAD, you know?
Yeah, they're just having panic attacks out there, freaking out.
So I have a theory here, bud.
All right, lay it on me.
Now, as we know, in this part of the world, on Sigea, druids are not super common. You might find them in Moonfall. They're around. Right. But here in the Verdant Valley, you get more like herbalists and things like that, and rangers like our friend Grondar, but not a ton of druids.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, but you and I, we've adventured. We've been all over this continent, and we've seen a lot of things. Met a lot of people, been to a lot of cool places. So we're familiar with the fact that some druids know how to change into animal shapes. And so my theory here is potentially that these not deer cryptids are one of two things. Either they are a truly psychic entity that inhabits, almost like we were talking about with Indrid Cold, like maybe it is taking the form of a deer, trying to mimic the deer in appearance and in the way that it moves throughout the world, and it's just sort of failing at that job.
Getting it wrong.
Just totally missing the mark. It could also just be a straight up deer on some really messed up mushrooms, because those are very common in the Verdant Valley.
Fell down the mountain, got his legs all twisted backwards.
Yep.
Ow! Ow, help me!
And fell in a patch of mushroom spores. It could happen.
Yeah.
But I think that potentially some of these sightings could be druids who have beast-shaped into their deer form and maybe either got stuck, or maybe the druid themselves is tripping on some mushrooms because they're traveling in an area that they're not familiar with. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of adventurers who come down here to the Verdant Valley, they need to be studying up on the flora and the fauna a little bit better than they do, because we do end up with a lot of people who trip out for the first time when they come to this area. So it could just be some druids who found their way into the Verdant Valley, had a bad mushroom, beast-shaped into a deer, and freaked some people out.
I mean, Honestly, Herb, that's a pretty good theory. Like just a drunk druid. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I mean, because that would explain why there aren't that many sightings. It's not that common because druids aren't common around here. Oh. And sure, whether you're high on mushrooms or just straight up drunk off your ass.
That's right.
You beast form it up and, oops, I got the eyes of a wolf and the body of a deer. My legs are backwards and all of a sudden you're just looking at arcane slop.
Yep.
These are all good theories, I think. I will concede this, Herb. I will say that because there are so many plausible explanations for what this thing could be, kind of suggests that whoever's seeing this is seeing something for real. They're not just making it up. Like, the Smiling Man stories just sounded made up to me. We can't say for sure it's a cryptid, but I will concede that it is something out there is happening. Yeah. Something's happening out there.
I got the impression, reading through a number, I only shared a couple of anecdotes today, but there were a number, and the impression that I got was most of the people who reported seeing these things were not cryptid enthusiasts, first of all. They were not out there looking for a Sasquatch or something like you and I might do.
Right, when you're looking for evidence, it's just confirmation bias type of situation.
There's no confirmation bias here. This is adventuring parties who are just wandering. It's people who are hunters, maybe rangers, people who are out in the field, and they see something that they are disturbed by. And I feel like that is usually a good indication that the anecdote is real. When people are saying, like, whatever this was, I don't know what it was, but it scared the shit out of me.
I sincerely hope that it is just a druid out there who's fucking with people.
That'd be funny.
He's just like out there. It's like, oh, check this out. If I could turn into animals, I would 100% do that. I would scare
just like hide behind trees.
Some hikers. Yeah, man. Pop out with eyes on the front of my face. Hey, what's up, guys?
Be a bird sitting in a tree and just poop on people you don't like passing by.
So, I don't even know how to rate this, how to judge it's natural or supernatural. I guess essentially we're saying this is supernatural. We just don't know it's a cryptid. Although if it is a druid, then it is just natural.
If it's a druid, it's just regular crunchy granola natural. Patchouli natural.
Yes, too natural. You put your claw on it, Herb. One of the reasons I don't love druids.
Patchouli.
It's the smell, dude. The patchouli.
It's bad.
Miss me with that shit.
Yeah.
Miss me.
Although hashtag not all druids, Garland doesn't smell like patchouli. She smells more
she
like
does. No, she absolutely does smell like patchouli.
She does not smell like patchouli.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
I'm gonna have to sniff her pits the next time she's in town.
Don't you start wearing patchouli, Herb. Do not.
Well, I smell like carrots most of the time, if I'm being completely honest.
I was gonna say cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage and carrot. That's my main fragrance, I think.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so Bud, you're right. It could be both regular, as natural as it gets, druid, or it could be parasquirmal. It could absolutely be supernatural.
Well, folks, I guess we're just gonna have to leave this up to you to decide. You let us know. Do you think this is natural or supernatural? This one's a slippery one, Herb.
No.
Tell you what, folks, here's what you need to do. Get into our Patreon, patreon.com/budandherb, and let us know what you think. Join up. You can join for free. Paid tiers have all the sweet perks. Go check them out. But, join in the discussion, and you let us know what you think.
Absolutely. We do have some free stuff that we like to give out. A nice newsletter to everybody once a month just to make sure everybody knows what's up. And we can keep in contact with folks. We like to have that. But also, the Mystra Glen Cryptid Club, we operate solely by the generosity of others. We got to keep the lights on here. Otherwise, we're sitting in a dark basement trying to read files, and it's really hard. Our eyes can't do it.
Herb can't see for shit.
I can't. I don't have dark vision, so we do... need to buy candles. Every person who helps us with the Patreon helps keep the show going.
Yeah, we really appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Folks, we will see you next time on the Mystra Glen Cryptid Club. Bye.
The Adventures of Bud and Herb is brought to you by Cinderwood Studios. Created and written by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins. Mystra's Glen Cryptid Club, Arcane Intelligence Slop Deer, stars Evan Bivins as Crygglinexxerflump, Bud, Buddlicker, and Anna Fitzgerald as Herb. Editing by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins. Sound design by Evan Bivins. Music and sound effects by Soundstripe and Epidemic Sound. Original character art by Taryn Cozzy. Special thanks to Seth McKay and Alejandro Tey, and our first Patreon supporter at the $10 per month tier, Drew Richardson. You too could get a shout out like this by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/budandherb. And while you're at it, join the Mystra's Glen Cryptid Club on YouTube and all socials at Bud and Herb.